The views and opinions of the guests on the WYLEANER show are those of the guests and are not necessarily the views and opinions of the hostess WYLEANER and or her co-host.
Las Vegas from a radio voice, not the brightest beam, a awesome personality. She's always dealing with reality. With love, she imparts on sounds of the heart. She knows that superstars will make you glow. Come on and find out what you need to know. The night is the golden know where the river meets the road. From Las Vegas.
How's your health? How is your health? I am WYLEANER, Las Vegas Queen of Gospel, and we are back again today, and I want you to know, no health, no religion. And that is what we're talking about today. You know what? I tell you what, I can never help you to learn too much about your health. And that's what we are here for today. We are here to help you to care for yourselves, because that is why we are talking no health, no religion. And I'm trying to give all of you and all of my listeners and viewers the rubber meets the road 411 about health, okay? And I tell you what, I am so excited for being back here today, and I have brand new faces, and we're going to talk about health again, and we have two different denominational beliefs. Y'all know how WYLEANER do what WYLEANER do. I make it do what it do, yes I do. And I'm excited about being back. I want to welcome each one of you. I want to welcome all of my viewers who are viewing out there on WYLEANERTVShow.com and KKVV.com, and who are listening on KKVV 1060 AM Las Vegas on your radio dial. I'm WYLEANER, the Las Vegas Queen of Gospel, and I am so excited. I've got some shout-outs, but I tell you what, we're going to get ready to take a commercial break, because you know I got to pay some bills. I got to go buy some sponges. Y'all need to buy the sponges for me. I'm telling you, that's what you're really supposed to do. Okay, but if y'all don't buy the sponges, I got to buy the sponges. We got to pay the bills around here. And then you know what? I want to share some health information with you today. So with that being said, we're going to take a break, and this is the show. It's the WYLEANER Show. This is where the rubber meets the road. See you in a minute.
Sugar. Do you know how bad it is? You've read all about it. It's linked to everything from weight gain to chronic inflammation to being the best petri dish for all bacteria and viruses to grow. It feeds all the bad stuff so they get stronger and destroys all the good things, making you weak and defenseless. You need to control it, or you'll be facing one or more of the health concerns it breeds. Although we all should be watching our consumption, there are some of us that are particularly sensitive to the effects of sugar. After eating any type of meal, do remember, the body breaks down everything from that healthy broccoli to the not-so-healthy but tasty donut into sugar called glucose. However, some of us have a very efficient way of getting rid of this sugar, while others don't. And as I said before, when sugar hangs around longer than it should, it causes the destruction of tissues and organs and cells, which then becomes a major health issue. The Healthy Body Blood Sugar Pack is specifically designed for those individuals who need further support to buffer these sugar levels in their body after mealtime and keeps them from spiking and crashing all the time. It also helps to support those systems and organs that help the self-regulation of these sugar levels. The Blood Sugar Pack is grounded in the 3 products in our Healthy Body Pack, so all those are in there, but then it further specializes by adding Sweeties, a proprietary blend of natural nutrients that support the moving of sugar or glucose into cells so they can be burned for energy. They also help to support healthy insulin levels and support the buffering of sugar levels after meals. The Blood Sugar Pack gives you the controls you need to support healthy blood sugar management.
To get your health.
Alrighty then, click on I want to join. Okay, I'm back with you. I am back, and guess what? I have two great guests with me today, and I'm going to be introducing those guests to you in just a moment, but I have a couple of shout-outs that I've got to do. Y'all know I got to do my shout-outs, okay? So right now, I want to first give my shout-outs to KKVZ. As always give a shout-out to KKVZ and my friends and family, my husband, everyone that I know that loves me, I love them, and all those that don't love me, I'm shouting out at y'all too, okay? The ones that don't love me, I'm giving you a shout-out. Okay. All right, so listen, I want to give an extra special shout-out to my granddaughter, Alexis. Lives in Arizona, and she is a basketball player. And I know you guys have heard me mention her before and give shout-outs to her before. Well, today I'm giving an extra special shout-out to the team that she plays for, okay? The extra special shout-out goes to the Arizona Mesquite Wildcats, okay, for being the number one in the state of Arizona girls basketball team. Woo! Oh, that is the bomb, okay? That is the bomb. If y'all don't know it, you better ask somebody, okay? The girls basketball team in Mesquite, Arizona, the Wildcats are wow, okay? They are the bomb, and they are number one in the state of Arizona, and I'm excited to give a shout-out to them, and I'm excited to give a shout-out to the coaching staff. The coaching staff, you are the bomb, too, because you have helped those girls to make it to where they are today, and I'm happy for all of you. And you know I had to just do that. No, I don't care who don't like it. Shame on you if you don't like it. Just too bad tough. I had to give that shout out because that's my baby over there, and I'm so proud of the Mesquite Wildcat girls basketball team. So now, ladies and gentlemen, and before I introduce my guests, I want to make this quick announcement. I forgot about that. I need to make this quick announcement. Remember last week I told you about a health and wellness seminar, okay? And this health and wellness seminar, NFL team presents power solutions to hundreds of health challenges: arthritis, asthma, ADHD, insomnia, osteoporosis, blood pressure, heart disease, fibromyalgia, depression, diabetes, cancer, eczema, etc. Okay? The fact is, Americans spend the most on health care, but are not even in the top 50 for longevity. Hell mercy, what is really going on in America? Somebody needs to talk to me about that. I think that's what's going to happen today. Learn how to take charge of your health. Find out why the lifespan of cats and dogs has doubled while the human lifespan has remained unchanged. Dr. Wallach, if you know who Dr. Wallach is, if not, do some research. Dr. Wallach sued the FDA 8 times and won. He is fighting for our health rights, so this article says. Learn why it's impossible to get everything you need from the foods you eat. Whoa. Okay? Find out why Americans rank 48 in the world in health and longevity. In the world. What is going on in America? There are over 70,000 people in the U.S. over the age of 100. Learn what you can do to become one of these. Boy, I tell you, I'm about to bust a move over there. It's going to be tonight, Saturday, January 25th. That is tonight at the Tree for Life Health Food Store, 923 South Decatur Boulevard. And the lecture will begin at 7 p.m. and it is a free event. And you better believe I'm going to be there because I got to at least try to make it close to 100. I don't know if I'm going to make 100, but I'm going to try to get close to it. Okay. Boy, I tell you, I am excited today. But y'all know how I am. I'm always excited. I'm just always just extremely happy to come and do my show. It's just, you know, I just live to get here every week to talk to y'all and have a ball with y'all out there on who's listening on the radio and who's watching out there on the internet. I tell you what, I just enjoy coming here to do this show. So now If you're watching online on the internet, if you notice, I have two brand new faces here, and I'm going to have these guys to scoot up a little bit closer so you can see them in that camera over there. And if I tell you what, I have two gentlemen here, and they are both experts in their fields, and they're going to talk to us about health and also under their religious belief. Y'all know what WYLEANER does, okay? We do the religion thing. All right, so here I'm going to start by introducing my first guest. My first guest here is now y'all got to give me a minute because I got this technology stuff going on here. Y'all know how technology is. It is the bomb. No, I have to say it if I say it myself. I have Jamil Wilder. He was born and raised in Akron, Ohio, and graduated from Ellet High School. Jamil is part of the Three Angels Seventh-Day Adventist Church. His grandmother guided the Wilder family as an Adventist. He grew up a vegetarian and never knew any different. Lifestyle and nutrition is everything to form not only physical health but also spiritual health with the Lord. Jamil is a certified evangelist and also is a certified trainer and has been training athletes, women and men that want to receive the gift of health the Lord originally wanted each of us to have. Jamil is married and has a beautiful wife and two beautiful children. And I would like to welcome to my show today Mr. Jamil Wilder. How are you doing, Jamil?
How are you doing today? Thank you very much.
All right, wonderful.
Happy to be here.
Okay, wonderful. I'm glad you're happy to be here because I'm happy to have you here. Okay? All right, now, Jamil, if you don't mind, I have another guest here that I would like to introduce as well, and he is a part of this discussion today. So, and I got something that I'm going to share with everybody right after I introduce him. It's funny to me. Okay, my next guest is, he grew up in Cape Town, South Africa. Was exposed to chiropractic, homeopathic, and the mind-body connection at an early age by my parents, and they looked for natural ways to keep our family healthy, he says. Came to the States in 1995 to study chiropractic medicine and been practicing for 11 years in Las Vegas. Used chiropractic and medical nutrition to help the body return to optimum health. And he was raised in the Catholic Church. Interesting, y'all, especially for the WYLEANER show. But converted to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, the Mormon Church, in 1996. I want to welcome to my show Dr. Thor Mungie. How you doing?
Very much. Honored to be here.
Oh, wonderful. Dr. Thor Mungie. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching out there online, you see Dr. Thor Mungie. Okay, you see him, right? Well, Dr. Thor Mungie is an African-American. Am I right?
Exactly. Homegrown.
Homegrown. I thought that was so funny. When I first met the doctor, he told me he was an African-American.
Exactly.
And I was like, huh? You what? He said, yes, I am. I am an African-American. And I'm like, okay, well, will you please explain? Y'all know me, WYLEANER, and I have to make you give me a little 411. You know, so he explained to me why he was an African-American. Why are you an African-American doctor?
Born in Africa, right?
Born in Africa.
Yeah, and I became an American citizen, so I'm African-American.
Well.
First generation, right?
Well, that's where the rubber meets the road.
Welcome.
That's what I call where the rubber meets the road right there.
We got a
That's
good
the rubber
sense of
meets the
humor
road.
here. You know, I like to get a rise, you know?
Thank
just
you.
shake it up, you know?
Yeah. Well, that was a rise for the WYLEANER show. Don't you think so, Mr. Jamil?
Yes.
We have a fellow African-American joining us today. How about that?
Welcome.
I love it. Okay. Well, listen, everybody. We are going to be talking to these two gentlemen, and I am excited about them. Gentlemen, Mr. Jamil, would you like to say something to listening and viewing audience before we get started? Hello to your family, shout out, whatever. Hello. Talking to the mic there.
I just want to say hello to my family and to my church, and thank God for being here today and meeting WYLEANER and Dr. Munji, who's from Africa. So I just want to say thanks.
Okay. All right. Wonderful. And Dr. Munji, would you like to give a shout out or say anything?
I'd like to say hello to my wife, Andrea, my two beautiful kids, Gabriel and Olivia, and we're on a mission to change the world.
Oh!
So this is just a little tip of the iceberg, right? And so many people out there living life unconsciously, right? And so it's ready to, we need to shake the world and change this healthcare crisis that we're in.
Oh, wow. Well, I tell you what, you can get started on the WYLEANER show.
Okay. Let's get it on, right?
Let's get it on. Let's let the rubber meet the road right here on the show. Okay, listen, callers, we're going to be talking here for a little bit, but I'm still going to give you the information on whether or not, how you can call in if you choose to do so. In the midst of our discussion, I have quite a few questions that I want to talk to these gentlemen, ask these gentlemen, and quite a bit of information that I'd like to get from them. So, but meanwhile, back at the ranch, here's the phone number, 702 for the local callers, 702-650-5588. That's 702-650-5588. And if you're calling from anywhere else, Africa, I love it. If you're calling from any other city, state, or Africa, or wherever.
Country code 27.
Country.
01, I think, something like that.
You can dial 1-800-366-8883. That's 1-800-366-8883. Be respectable to my guests. And if you do not be respectable to my guests, y'all know, all of y'all my regular viewers and listeners, you know I will introduce you to what I call a brand new click, and that is hang up the phone on you. Okay? So stay on the line if you like with us. If we don't have any other callers calling in, you can stay on the line with us and we can all chat together. And we have the right to agree to disagree right here on the WYLEANER show, okay? You do not have to agree with everything that my guests have to say here. That's your prerogative to disagree or agree, but disagree respectfully, okay? If the line is busy, call back. Now listen, I'd like for you to email me sometime, if you will. Email me at WYLEANERTVShow@AOL.com, okay? Please send me an email, and especially this week if you want to email me a rubber meet the road question for next week, because these two gentlemen will be back with me again next week for part 2. This is actually, because this whole month I told y'all I wanted to talk about health and help you to start the year out right, with your health and all that. So for the whole month of January, and then we're going to roll right into February, and then we're going to go back to the regular routine of the WYLEANER show. But, so I'm going to call this part 3 of No Health, No Religion, okay? Part 3. And so next week we'll have part 4, and then we'll be concluding the health discussion. All right, so email me that question or whatever it is that you'd like to email me at WYLEANERTVShow@AOL.com. All right? Okay, so let's get down to the nitty-gritty, guys. Are you ready for the rubber to meet the road?
Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, hey, y'all sound like you're pretty sure yourself, so let's bust a move right here. All right. Okay. I have questions here for each of you. Okay, so my first question is, and it looks like I already have my answer when I read your bios. I was going to ask you, are you a religious person, and what is your belief in your denominational practice? So I'm going to go to Dr. Munji, and I want to just have you to just tell us just a tidbit more about your belief and your religious practices, Dr. Munji.
Okay. Well, I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, better known as the Mormons, and we believe that Christ came and saved us from our sins, and so everything's Christ-centered. And so we take the sacrament like a lot of religions. A lot of people, there are a lot of misconceptions out there, and so everything is Christ-centered. We have additional scriptures, the Book of Mormon, Doctrine and Covenants. And so the biggest distinguishing factor is we really believe that there are prophets on the earth today.
Okay.
Revealing God's word to us.
Okay.
And so Yeah, that's in a nutshell.
So maybe at a later time I can get you back on my show to talk more about your religious belief.
Okay, would love to.
Okay. All right. So, but as of for now, I just kind of want to let my listeners and my viewers know, what denominations that we're talking to today. Even though we're discussing help everybody, I still want you to know that the WYLEANER show is still, on the same, path here as normal, and that is with the different teachings and the different beliefs, the different denominations. So, with that being said, Mr. Jamil Wilder, will you please give us a brief synopsis of your denominational belief and teaching, please?
Yes, ma'am. I grew up in a Seventh-Day Adventist church, and we believe in the three angels message, and we do also believe in the Holy Trinity, which is God the Father, Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit. And that's kind of what we believe in a nutshell. But also we keep the Sabbath, and that's pretty much some of the things in a nutshell. We can go on and on, but
oh, of course I know we can, because that's what the WYLEANER show does. Just go on and on. I told these people I need at least 2 hours for my show because I don't have enough time to really talk the way I like to talk. Because religion and politics, 2 hottest topics. Now we're gonna add another one, and that is health. Okay? Because I think health is pretty hot too.
Yep.
Don't you think so? Okay, so how does your religious belief fit in your health practices, or does it at all, Dr. Munji?
Yeah, it does. So for me, religion's the central point. And so, I believe that we came down here to receive a body. So we're spiritually born and to receive a body. And so, our bodies are as our temples. And so we have to look after our temples. And so if we realize it's our temples, we got to look after it. So health, like the topic says, no health, no religion. So, if your body's not functioning, you can't practice your belief. So it's essential. And, you'll probably ask me this question a little later, but we have a health code called the Word of Wisdom.
Okay. All right. So let me get to that later. But right now, let's go right over here. I'd like for you to answer the same question, Mr. Jamil Wilder. How does your religious belief fit into your health practices, or does it at all?
Yes, it fits right in there. I think that without health, we won't be able to understand the Bible, understand the teachings that we need to understand, because a lot of things that we eat in our food clouds the brain, it clouds the mind, it clouds, our judgment. When we look at alcohol and different drugs out there, a lot of these different things that they're actually putting in food are doing basically the same thing that these drugs are doing. So when we look at the Ellen White health message, it actually expands on that. So I think that as a child, I gravitated towards that through watching my uncles who are physically fit men, and looking up to them, I wanted to be a lot like they were. So, and those two kind of play together,
Okay.
Growing up in sports and the gym and things of this nature.
Okay, all right. Okay, y'all heard that out there. Okay, so listen, I want to ask you this, and I want you guys to help me out with this, because I think some people, may be like, well, why would she say something like that? But anyway, why do you feel that we have this physical body? Is it a gift or just a temporary house like a motel room? Meaning, we can use it however we want to, and someone else can pick up the slack. I mean, isn't that what we do with motel rooms?
Right. Yeah. Well, like I said, it is our temple. I believe, I believe that we were spiritually born in heaven. Okay, and we made a choice to come down to gain a body. And so this is, if you think of all, the joys, pleasures, but also the sins, how do we commit those? With the body, right? And so we can receive a lot of joy through the body, but we can also commit many sins, and so that's why the body's so important. So yeah.
So our body is a gift, and under your teaching and your belief.
Yeah.
Do you believe that our body is a gift, or should we use it like a motel room?
Gift.
It's a gift. Okay, and what about you, Mr. Jamil Wilder, under the Seventh-Day Adventist teaching and belief? Do you believe that our body, our physical body, is a gift, or is it just a temporary house like a motel room? We can just let somebody else pick up the slack.
I think that is a gift. Being descendants of Adam and how Adam lived, I think that we need to take up those same types of things that he ate and things that he did, and put them in one. I think that that's the most important thing, is to be healthy. We are the temple of God, and the Holy Spirit must dwell in us, you know. So in order for that to happen, we can't put anything in our bodies that's not, in agreement with Him, or a God in that light, so to speak. I think that if we put bad foods in, the Holy Spirit can't dwell within us. That's pretty much it.
Okay, so basically, the both of you gentlemen seem to be on the same page when it comes to feeling that the body is extremely important and it is a gift, and that we should take care of it.
Yes.
So don't either one of you do not feel that we should treat it like a motel room.
No.
Okay. Well, some people do.
I know.
I mean, don't you think so?
Oh, yeah.
Don't you think that some people do?
A lot of people are lost, right? They don't really know why we're here. I mean, this is, how deep do you want to go, right?
Yeah.
And so,
Hey, this is where the rubber meets the road, okay?
And so, I mean,
if I treat this body wrong, then how would I be able to treat my heavenly body?
Okay.
So if I
in your teaching, you believe that there's going to be another body, a heavenly body?
I believe that in Scripture, in 2 Corinthians, it talks about that. It talks about us taking off our corruptible bodies and putting on our immortality.
Okay. And in your teaching and belief, do you believe there's another body? Is this the only body, or are you going to get another body?
No. Well, we will eventually be resurrected and gain a perfect body.
Okay.
But this is the test, and the test is to treat our bodies correctly.
Okay, so you get to try it out. This is a trial run.
But you only get one right. You only get one try, right? And yet, we down here to choose the right.
Okay, we got to take a break, y'all. We got to take a break. This is the WYLEANER Show, and this is where the rubber meets the road. We'll be right back.
Sugar. You know how bad it is. Sugar. You know how bad it is. You've read all about it. It's linked to everything from weight gain to chronic inflammation to being the best petri dish for all bacteria and viruses to grow. It feeds all the bad stuff so they get stronger and destroys all the good things, making you weak and defenseless. You need to control it, or you'll be facing one or more of the health concerns it breeds. Although we all should be watching our consumption, there are some of us that are particularly sensitive to the effects of sugar. After eating any type of meal, do remember the body breaks down everything from that healthy broccoli to the not so healthy but tasty donut into sugar called glucose. However, some of us have a very efficient way of getting rid of this sugar while others don't. And as I said before, when sugar hangs around longer than it should, it causes the destruction of tissues and organs and cells, which then becomes a major health issue. The Healthy Body Blood Sugar Pack is specifically designed for those individuals who need further support to buffer these sugar levels in their body after mealtimes, and keeps them from spiking and crashing all the time, and also helps to support those systems and organs that help the self-regulation of these sugar levels. The Blood Sugar Pack is grounded in the 3 products in our Healthy Body Pack, so all those are in there, but then it further specializes by adding Sweeties, a proprietary blend of natural nutrients that support the moving of sugar or glucose into cells so they can be burned for energy. They also help to support healthy insulin levels and support the buffering of sugar levels after meals. The Blood Sugar Pack gives you the controls you need to support healthy blood sugar management.
Okay, we're back. Okay, Dr. Mungie, are you considered to be a medical professional, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Chiropractic physician.
Chiropractic physician.
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Wilder, are you considered to be a medical professional, yes or no?
A medical professional, no.
Okay. All right. Can you give medical advice, Mr. Wilder, yes or no?
No.
Dr. Mungie, can you give medical advice? Yes or
Chiropractic,
no?
within my scope of practice.
Within your scope of practice, yes.
Yes.
Okay. Can you give health advice?
Yes.
Can you give health advice, Mr. Wilder?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Wilder, do you have to acquire a degree for your specialty?
No, but you have to acquire some type of knowledge through certification programs in order for you to even be able to do this job.
Okay. Okay. The same question for you, Dr. Mungie. I'm sure that question answer is going to be yes. But do you have to acquire a degree for your specialty?
Yes.
Okay. Now, you're not allowed to, or are you allowed to prescribe medications? Is that right?
No.
You're not allowed to prescribe medications.
No.
Okay. And I'm sure as a fitness trainer you would not be. Okay. So that covers. So neither one of you would be allowed to prescribe any type of medication.
Correct.
And especially you, Dr. Mungie, under the chiropractic field, chiropractors are not allowed to prescribe medications.
Correct.
Prescription drugs.
Right. I can't prescribe drugs or pierce the skin, like acupuncture or give an injection.
Oh.
So I'm not allowed to do any of that.
Oh, okay. Huh. Well, Mr. Wilder, do you believe in using prescription drugs? Yes or no?
About 90% no. It has its place, but majority of the time the body can heal itself. That's what I believe.
Okay. Dr. Mungie, do you believe in using prescription drugs?
Yes, only in limited amounts, like Jamil here. And so there's a place for drugs and surgery, but we want to limit that.
Okay. So would you say that you are against prescription drugs because you are not allowed to prescribe them, or because you just simply believe in your heart that they are no good?
Correct. You want me to elaborate? Yeah. Yeah.
I answered that for you, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so you like my answer?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. What about you? What about you, Mr. Jamil?
I just know better. I know that there's better ways out there. Prescription medicine has never cured any disease type like cancer or diabetes or anything such like that.
Well, some people would beg to differ. Okay,
that's
so
why we're talking. That's why we're talking.
Yeah, that's right. We're going to have to let the rubber meet the road here on that for a minute, because now some people would tend to say, since you brought up, Mr. Jamil, since you brought up diabetes and cancer and prescription drugs not curing those types of diseases, some people would beg to differ. There's cancer patients that say that they have been treated via chemotherapy or radiation and that type of thing, and they are now in remission. They are now cured. So are you saying that the prescriptions and the drugs and the chemo and all that really didn't cure that person? I mean, come on now.
What I'm saying is just like when you use that word remission, what does remission really mean? Has the disease gone away, or has it simply stopped growing? You see what I'm saying? So we have to look at, all the factors. We have to look at all the factors in the body, how the body works, and see what did that really mean. I think that a lot of times our body is prone to heal itself during those times. Let's see the medical reports on that. That's what I think. I think that we need to, really look at that.
So you just want them to just make the rubber meet the road, get down to the nitty gritty. Okay, hello.
On that?
Hello. Expound on that,
I'm jumping out of my
Dr. Mungie.
Because the body doesn't need any help, just no interference. And so that's what the drugs are doing. They're interfering with our health. And then the body, when you cut your arm, what heals the body? And the scab forms and
Yes.
the body heals the body, right?
Yeah,
so the
it
body
does
needs
heal.
to be in a position to heal, and so, but we need to give it all the resources to heal. And so drugs, a lot of time, aren't getting to the cause of the problem. So where drugs came from was from herbal and botanical medicine, natural remedies, but then the pharmaceutical companies came into playing, and then they've changed. For example, cinnamon lowers blood pressure, so
Yes.
it's active ingredients. So
Cinnamon lowers blood pressure?
Yes, one of the things. Yeah.
Oh,
so
I thought it was blood sugar.
yeah, blood pressure. Yeah, and
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
but there's a time and place for drugs, but it should be limited because the drugs. It's what the drugs are doing. Are they managing the symptoms? So diabetes medication, it's managing the sugar levels. Arthritis, it's managing. And so
what about the chemo and the radiation
Yeah.
for the cancer patients that feel that they lived an additional 5 years that they weren't expected to live because they're now in remission?
Yeah.
Well, what's your take on that?
It's kind of a loaded question. Cancer rates haven't changed in the last 80 years, right? And so chemotherapy and a lot of the cancer treatments are slash and burn and cut, and so cancer is a big one. You can go into thoughts. You have to correct your thought patterns, your nutrition, get the nervous system functioning, and so this disease and illness is just an result of a lot of the diseases that we have are lifestyle problems, and so you need to get to the underlying cause of the problem. So the medication's just the tip of the iceberg in managing the symptoms. So we all producing cancer cells right now, right?
Mhm.
But if the body's healthy, it's fighting them off. So you have cancer cells in you, I do, Jamel. But if the body's healthy, it's fighting them off.
Oh, so you're saying, you're sitting here on the WYLEANER show saying
Yeah.
that we all have cancer cells.
Yeah,
Everybody
but they're
does.
programmed in a normal body. Cells are programmed to die. It's called apoptosis. But cancer cells don't.
It's called
die.
what?
Apoptosis. Cell death. So every cell is programmed to die eventually, but cancer cells don't die. They're actually immortal. And so that's the problem with cancer. But they're immortal when the body is in a bad environment. Acidic, sugar feeds cancer. So it's a loaded. So, if someone wants to solve cancer, they have to make drastic changes. It's not getting just the chemotherapy. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's a whole body. They've got to change their thought processes.
So even the way they think has to do with whether or not the cancer lives or dies,
Yes.
or grows and grows, or
Yeah. There's someone called Louise Hay. She's a metaphysical healer, and she relates incorrect thought patterns to diseases and illnesses. So what she's found is a lot of cancers are related to fear, right? And so you have to change that thought process to correct the disease. Like visual problems are people they are scared of the future. A lot of lower extremity problems are they're stuck. They can't move forward. Low back, they say, she'll say, is having a lack of support in your life, or sometimes even financial. So it's it's a big topic.
Well, I tell you what, I got some financial issues going on. I got a low back that won't wait, man. My back is completely out of whack. Okay, Mr. Jamil, you want to elaborate on that?
Another thing
see it in
too
your eyes.
is
Go ahead.
a lot of the times people don't want to change what they're doing and have a lifestyle change. I mean, we can't keep eating the same food that has no nutritional value in it, causing these types of cancerous things to come up in our body because we are lacking nutrition, we are lacking vitamins and minerals. And this is the reason that the body is being attacked.
Okay.
So when we start finding supplements that actually replace these things in our food, we can fight off cancer.
Now, I was going to ask you about that. So that's okay, cool. Okay, so in your profession, Mr. Jamil, do you deal more with which of the following? Muscles, skeletal, organs, tissues, nerves, or whole body?
Whole body, all of the above.
All of the above in your profession. Okay, and Dr. Munji, in your profession, which do you deal with more of? Muscles, skeletal, organs, tissue, nerves, or whole body?
Whole body, but depending on the day. And
Okay.
so as a chiropractor, I'm working with the joints, muscles, nervous system, but also nutrition. So yeah, whole body, it's a whole package.
Okay, so now I mentioned organs. And I mention organs for a reason, because you got those major organs that are in there, such as what? The heart.
The heart, the lungs, the kidneys.
Okay, so talk to me, Mr. Jamil. Do you deal with any of that in your profession, those organs,
Basically,
with your training or fitness or
a
however?
lot of times people, when they come to me, they're not strong. When you look at the heart, when you look at the heart muscle, they haven't been strengthening the heart muscle by doing certain exercises and doing certain things. And if the heart is stronger, we can live a lot longer. The blood flows through the heart, and it pushes out all the blood throughout the body. If the arteries are clogged due to what we eat, then it's not pushing out the same amount of blood. It's not filtering as well. And as far as the kidneys and things, and they need to learn how it is that we can eat so we can better get this better circulation of blood in our bodies and filter out our kidneys and our
Liver.
lungs and liver
Okay.
and all these things.
Okay, so what about if I'm 80 years old?
Age doesn't matter. You just have to know how to work out. You have to know how to start and where to start. When I say to somebody who is 80 years old and they come to me and they want to work out, okay, let's talk to your doctor and see what it is that you can do first and where we can start. How is your diet? What are you eating? What it is, as far as like if they're overweight or not. All these things come into play.
So in your profession, you don't rule out the doctor. You send them back to the doctor to get permission to deal with you.
I give them permission to check and see if they're well enough to work out. As far as the heart goes, I don't want nobody falling out on the treadmill.
Okay, let me go over here to my chiropractor.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm 90 years old, and I'm gonna say 80. I'm 80 years old, and I come to you
That means
with
you've got
clogged
20 years
arteries.
left, right?
Yeah,
Or
probably.
40 years
I
left.
might not have any left. I mean, I'm feeling like I'm coming to you at 80 years old,
Yeah.
and I'm feeling like I probably don't have a year left. So, and I have clogged arteries, and, my liver is all, screwed up or whatever, and my heart is really not pumping too well. My blood pressure is high. I've been diagnosed by my doctor with diabetes and all this, what's some of the stuff on here? Arthritis and all this here stuff. So talk to me. What
did I do for you?
Yeah, what can you do for somebody like me?
I have a philosophy called the 3 T's of health. And so we get out of balance from trauma or structurally out of balance, right? So check structurally how you're doing as a chiropractor. Check your alignment, kind of like the wheels on the car. You want to make sure that those are aligned. So you want to make sure that the spine is aligned so the joints, the muscles, and the nervous system is functioning.
Is that something called a triad health?
Yeah, triad of health, yes.
Okay, talk to me about the triad
so that's
of
the
health.
first T is trauma. So we all get out of balance from trauma or just life. Knocks, bumps, falls, and our spine gets out of alignment. Okay? And the second T is toxins, chemically or nutritionally. That's what we've been talking about here. That gets out of balance. So if you're an 80-year-old patient, I would be...
Do I look 80?
No, but it's hypothetical, right? I would be
right.
making sure that you have the right nutrition so that the body can sustain itself. And so we support and heal the body through medical nutrition, which is powerful. And the third one is thoughts or emotionally we get our balance. And so, I believe that to be truly healthy, you need to be structurally in balance, chemically or nutritionally in balance, and emotionally. And emotionally, that's more the spiritual part, right? And so,
right.
I think we need, I've started, been practicing 11 years, and I get really personal with my patients. Now, we don't talk about religion, but I say you need, in this world, we need to be spiritually strong. That doesn't mean religious, right? But I mean, otherwise you're going to be tossed by the philosophies of the world, right? And so I believe, we under assault, in the latter days.
Okay.
And so the family's under attack, right? And so, we need to be spiritually strong, emotionally strong, and nutritionally strong, and structurally strong to to maintain optimal health.
So you just fit right. You just fit right in with this show. No health, no
Exactly.
religion, huh?
Yeah.
Both of you guys just fit right in, huh? I think so too. All right. So, well, what about nerves? I didn't hear you talk too much about nerves. Aren't nerves important?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Jamil, talk to me about nerves for a second here.
I think that when you look at the nervous system, the nervous system has to be strong. A nervous system that is not strong allows for our bodies to be attacked. And I think that through exercise and through physical fitness and eating right, a lot of these things that our bodies go through as far as different types of stress and things of this nature, we'll be able to eradicate. I think that through good health and temperance and exercise and sunshine and sleep and rest, all these things play a part in the nerves and nervous system and all these things. I think that we need to do better as not just our spiritual body, but as far as the United States go, as health-wise, what are we actually pushing? Are we pushing health or are we pushing drugs?
Oh, are we drug dealers? Okay, Dr. Mungie.
Yeah.
It sounds like you want to say something about the dope dealers in the world.
No, about the nervous system. That's what I...
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought you want to talk about dope dealers. But anyway,
No.
that's fine. Go right ahead. Tell me about the nervous
Yeah, that's what I work with on a daily basis. So the brain's trying to connect with the rest of the body, right?
Okay.
And I specialize in a chiropractic technique called NUCA. It's an upper cervical technique, and we basically helping reconnect the head with the rest of the spine. And when the neck gets out of alignment, the nerve impulses can't get down the spine and out through all the nerves. So, and we do adjustment on the side of the neck. So I'm working with the nervous system to clear that out and take pressure off it. If you think of the example of a garden hose, you turn on the garden hose, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the water's flowing through the hose.
Mm-hmm.
You step on the hose and it's affecting the flow of water.
Okay.
That's what happens when we get out of alignment,
Okay.
especially in the neck. So we want to take that foot off the hose or off your spinal cord and nerves.
Okay. Okay. Quick question. Yes or no? Would you consider yourself to be homeopathic? Yes or no, Mr. Jamil?
Yes.
Mr. Mungie, would you consider yourself to be homeopathic? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Listen, we're going to take a break. I tell you what, y'all know the WYLEANER show is just way too short. I tell you, it's too short. We got to take a break. And when we come back, the rubber is going to meet the road. We'll see you in a minute.
Sugar. You know how bad. Sugar. You know how bad it is. You've read all about it. It's linked to everything from weight gain to chronic inflammation to being the best petri dish for all bacteria and viruses to grow. It feeds all the bad stuff so they get stronger and destroys all the good things, making you weak and defenseless. You need to control it or you'll be facing one or more of the health concerns it breeds. Although we all should be watching our consumption, there are some of us that are particularly sensitive to the effects of sugar. After eating any type of meal, do remember the body breaks down everything from that healthy broccoli to the not so healthy but tasty donut into sugar called glucose. However, some of us have a very efficient way of getting rid of this sugar while others don't. And as I said before, when sugar hangs around longer than it should, it causes the destruction of tissues and organs and cells, which then becomes a major health issue. The Healthy Body Blood Sugar Pack is specifically designed for those individuals who need further support to buffer these sugar levels in their body after mealtimes and keeps them from spiking and crashing all the time, and also helps to support those systems and organs that help the self-regulation of these sugar levels. The Blood Sugar Pack is grounded in the 3 products in our Healthy Body Pack, so all those are in there, but then it further specializes by adding Sweeties, a proprietary blend of natural nutrients that support the moving of sugar or glucose into cells so they can be burned for energy. They also help to support healthy insulin levels and support the buffering of sugar levels after meals. The Blood Sugar Pack gives you the controls you need to support healthy blood sugar management.
Hi, this is WYLEANER, the Las Vegas Queen of Gospel. First of all, I really do appreciate your listening and viewing my show every week. I would greatly appreciate your financial assistance as well to keep my show on the air. Please just make some type of contribution. $5, $10, $20, $50, $100 or more. Whatever you desire. Please log on to www.WYLEANERTVshow.com and click the pay button. Or please send your check or money order to WYLEANER, that's spelled WYLEANER, to 420 North Nellis Boulevard, Suite A3, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89110. Also, if you would like to be a guest on the show, please call 702-242-2100 or email me at WYLEANERTVshow@AOL.com. That's all for now, and thanks again for your continued support. Blessings to you too, and this is where the rubber meets the road.
Okay, we're back. Listen, Mr. Jamil, can you tell me? You said you're more, you lean more toward considering yourself homeopathic. Why?
I just think that with so many depleted things in our food, as far as the way our food is made up, is chemically made up, I think that if we get back to more of a natural way of doing things, I think that we will be better off. I don't think that is anything that we can get from a pill that we can't get from a plant. Now, if we put in things back into our bodies that already have the type of nutrients in it to fight a certain type of disease off, I wouldn't need to take the pill. Pills have never, like I said, cured anything, as far as I'm concerned. I think that the body is well equipped to fight certain things off. I think our immune system was built by a special individual, which is, God. I think that it was made perfect and equipped to fight anything off. That's just the way I feel.
Okay, so under your teaching and belief, under Seventh-Day Adventist teaching and belief, it seems as though you lean more toward vegetarianism. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Or you from what I read your bio, you've been a vegetarian all your life? You never had a piece of meat?
I've had a piece of meat, not all my life. Let's not go that far.
You never had a pork chop?
I have tried.
Have you ever had a pork chop?
Not to my recollection.
No pork chop?
Not to my recollection, no. But I have had some chicken and some beef ribs.
Chicken and some beef ribs. Some baby back ribs.
But, it's nothing that I haven't eaten that I can't compensate for over here. I don't need it.
Okay. Okay. Are you a vegetarian now?
I'm vegan now.
You vegan?
Yes.
Okay. Vegan means you don't eat nothing that an animal had anything to do with, right?
Yes.
Huh. How you manage that?
I get that question a lot, how I manage that and still be able to do some of the things that I do.
Yeah. You don't eat eggs?
No.
Huh. Okay. I'm going to talk to you some more next week, okay? Let me go over here. Dr. Munji, I want to know, you said that you lean more toward homeopathic, and you said yes, and so I'd like to know why.
Yeah, so I don't know what people know about homeopathic, what people know. It's, basically you want to balance the body as naturally as possible, and so that's, and the body doesn't need any interference, just no help. But we need to give the body the resources to heal itself. And so I believe the body's a self-healing, self-regulating mechanism if it's in balance. And sometimes we need a little help, through nutrition and that. So yeah, and kind of just give the body what it needs, but we're not getting everything we need, especially from the diet and nutrition anymore. So that's why you even have to supplement. And so just kind of give the body what it needs and kind of get out the way and let it heal.
Okay, well, give the body what it needs. So, are you vegan?
Nope.
Are you vegetarian?
Nope.
So you eat meat?
Yes.
Do you eat all meats? Under your teaching and belief, do you have certain meats that you do not eat?
In our health code called the Word of Wisdom, we are instructed to eat meat sparingly.
Okay.
So
you eat pork?
Yep.
Okay, so you don't have any specific meats or any, because under the Seventh-Day Adventist faith, you have clean and unclean meats, right?
Yes.
Okay, but you don't.
Yeah, what we stay away from is caffeine, tobacco,
alcohol?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you don't believe in drinking alcohol under the Mormon teaching and belief?
Oh, it's going to corrupt the temple.
Oh.
Which is our body.
Okay.
Yes.
So you okay? And Adventists no alcohol either.
No.
Coffee?
No.
Tea?
No.
What?
Not anything with caffeine in it.
No coffee, no tea. Okay, listen, everybody. I tell you what, the WYLEANER show just goes off way too quick. We gotta wrap this thing up. We coming back next week. I'm gonna bring these two guys. You coming back with me next week, guys?
I'd love to.
All right, wonderful, wonderful. Let me tell you real quick. Health and Wellness Seminar tonight, you guys. Tonight, Americans spend the most on health care, but not even in the top 50 in longevity. Tonight at the Tree for Life Health Food Store, 923 South Decatur Boulevard. The lecture begins at 7 p.m. It is free admission. They're going to talk about powerful solutions to hundreds of health challenges. They're going to introduce some health and wellness products to you and some vitamins and minerals and all that kind of good stuff and some substitutes or whatever you want to call it. Listen, y'all know what I tell you. I tell you the same thing every week and I just don't know what else to say, but that is study for yourself. You have got to study for yourself. There's so much out here, so many different beliefs, so many different teachers. You got to study for yourself. Get in those books and encyclopedias, do what you got to do. But guess what? No health, no religion. We'll be back next week with the same guests and the same topic. We'll see you again next week. I'm WYLEANER, the Las Vegas Queen of Gospel. This is where the rapper meets the road. See you next week.